Once upon a time, there was a street dog named Lucky who roamed the busy streets of the city. He was a scruffy-looking dog with a shiny brown coat, long pointed ears, and a tail that wagged with excitement every time he saw someone passing by. Lucky had a tough life, scavenging for food and shelter on the streets. He had no owner or anyone to look after him, but he had learned to fend for himself. Lucky was always on the lookout for scraps of food left behind by people, and he found a cozy spot under a bridge where he could rest and stay out of the rain. One day, while Lucky was wandering around, he met a little girl named Sarah. Sarah was walking home from school when she saw Lucky rummaging through a garbage bin. She immediately fell in love with him and approached him, trying to pat his head. But Lucky was scared and backed away, barking at her. Sarah was not deterred, and she slowly approached Lucky, offering him a piece of her sandwich. Lucky sniffed the sandwich, and his tail started to wag, sensing the kindness in the little girl's heart. From that day on, Sarah visited Lucky every day after school, bringing him treats and playing with him. Lucky grew fond of Sarah, and she soon became his best friend. He would follow her around, wagging his tail and barking happily. Sarah would often tell Lucky about her day at school, and Lucky would listen attentively, wagging his tail in agreement. One day, Sarah's family noticed that she had been spending a lot of time with Lucky, and they decided to adopt him. Lucky was overjoyed and couldn't believe his luck. He had finally found a loving home and a family that would take care of him. From that day on, Lucky was a changed dog. He had a warm bed to sleep in, and he was no longer hungry. Sarah's family took him to the vet, and he got all the necessary vaccinations and medical attention he needed. Lucky was grateful to Sarah and her family and showed his love and affection by wagging his tail and licking their faces. Lucky never forgot his days on the street, but he was happy that they were behind him. He now had a home and a family that loved him unconditionally. Lucky knew that he was truly lucky to have found Sarah and her family, and he would never forget the day that he met his best friend.